Alright, so it looks like we're gonna be getting a lot of spicy changes with the upcoming combat update, seeing as how much they've changed the abilities for most of the playables, so we'll see. I've glanced over them a bit ago, and right now I'm gonna be going over the ones that particularly interest me, and I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions on how they might fare in terms of matchups. Let's go. I'll go over the ones that are particularly interesting to me. So of course we'll start with Sarco. Head, nothing. Senses, nothing. Metabolism, nothing. Hide, okay, there we go. Streamlined and resilient scales. Tail, okay, so no more thick scales. Okay, so it's interesting, they removed the default hide. Like the default hide would be the streamlined now, so which is basically free 10% swim speed and turning. And this is the thin scales from before. So they turned it into streamlined and then removed the defense penalty, which is great. And then they've removed the thick scales altogether, and I'll discuss what I think about that in a bit. But resilient scales, okay, increases bleed and venom, healing by 30%. Okay, that's actually pretty good against Sarcos and Spinos, Spino claws in particular, and ripping bite. So that's actually great. It's good to have that option. Venom? I might come back to that later. I think I know what that's for. But the stick scales being gone, well, 6 scales for the most part, I'm gonna be honest, it was a bit too OP for Sarco anyway. It gave you 50% more defense, more armor, with little to no speed penalty. Which is, if you think about it, it's quite absurd anyway. I'm actually not too worried with 6 scales being gone, because a good Sarco doesn't really get hit that often in the water anyway. If you're on land, yeah, you're gonna feel that lack of thick scales if you're fighting on land, but in the water, you have all the mobility and agility that you don't really need the thick scales. You shouldn't be face tanking anything in the water anyway. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the 6 scales being gone. Of course, after Sarco, I'm gonna go check out Spino. Okay, abilities. Head, okay. Crushing bite still. Nothing changed, doesn't look like. Senses, nothing. Okay, 2 front limbs, that's interesting. Metabolism, the same. Hide. Okay, notice the streamlined hide for Spinos decreases defense still. So, nothing has changed here. It's still got the standard hide. And still got thick scales. But notice it doesn't have the resilient, what was it called again? Resilient scales or something like that. The anti-bleed and venom hide. So that means it won't be able to counter Sarco's ripping bite still. Legs, okay, they've added the legs and this slot here. Okay, paddle causes knockback and paddle. Mostly unchanged except for these new slots. Okay, for the hide, I think what they're going for is they want Sarcos to still rely on bleed to take down Spinos because of the lack of the resilient scales here. And that works perfectly because if you didn't know already, it only takes 6 ripping bites to the body to fully bleed out a Spino regardless of build, even if it had thick scales, because bleed ignores armor. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't give it the anti-bleed and venom hide. For front lib, could be a directional attack, could be a new attack. Who knows? I'm not gonna speculate too much on these. We have really no idea what they're planning for these new slots. I think every tail attack got knocked back, and that's to counter tail riding. That will definitely change the matchup between the apexes versus the smaller tier dinos. If you look at Beast of Bermuda or the Allo, you can get away with small tiers going up against the big tiers because they can tail ride. I think Beast of Bermuda developers said that tail riding, I'm not sure if this is correct, but I think I've heard it somewhere that tail riding is a part of the game. It's intended. Here, Path of Titans going the different route. Now, they don't want tail riding with the knockback. Not sure yet. We'll have to see how that goes. And paddle. Okay, so they didn't give it the web feet. Thankfully. So you don't want something that is on apex already and make it too fast in the water. Okay, I think I know what the resilient scales is for, why they added to Sarco. And that might be because of Meg. Anything new for Meg? Okay. Senses, metabolism, nothing new. Hide. Okay. Toxic immunity. Become immune to venom and poison damage. Take 25 increased incoming damage. So this is to counter, I think, your own pack when you're trying to hunt. Because the problem with Meg and I think Metri is that it's very easy to envenomate each other with crossfire. Okay, so I think I get what they're going for now with toxic immunity. It's to nerf mega packs a bit. So you want to run toxic immunity when you're in a big pack, right? But since you're running with a big pack anyway, they give it 25% increased incoming damage to you just to, you know, make it more fair to whatever you're hunting. Like if you're going up against an EO and then there's like, I don't know, 5 of you, it makes sense that they gave it like a 25% buff to the EO practically, if you get what I mean. Okay, I get it now. Streamline, this will be the default hide now, so that's free 10%, swim speed and turning, web feet and leap. Okay, they gave it a voice slot, interesting. I have a theory as to why they'd give Sarco that hide. No? Really? I thought Meg would be regaining stamina now in the water, but no. What's going on here? I was thinking that maybe Meg would be the new semi-aquatic in the water, but doesn't look like it's working. It looks like it might be a bug. I mean, if it says it should be gaining swim stamina, right? Okay, that's a bit exciting, but after seeing the swim speed, I'm not too hyped now. It's not as fast as it used to be. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna be fighting semi-aquatics as Meg with this speed. It's way too slow. Unless it's broken or something. I'll have to see if they fix that. But if they did make it able to recover stamina in the water, that'd be great. Okay, next let's move on to Sucho. Oh, by the way, it's got a new model. Look at that. I like it. Let's go over the abilities. Head, nothing. Senses, front limb. Interesting. Streamlined. Okay, that's the default now. And lightweight. Legs, web feet. Okay. Paddle. And tail attack. Okay. Look at that swim speed. It's as fast as a Spino in the live branch. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be able to keep up with Sarco's now. Let's see the turning in place. Okay. Decent turning in the water. I think it turns like a Sarco now. It looks like it's turning like a Sarco. I'm interested in the Rex. Character, abilities, head, nothing here. Bone break. Okay, still the same. Senses, metabolism. Hide. Oh, there we go. Increases bleed and venom healing by 30%, standard and lightweight. They removed the thick scales. Interesting. Lightweight. Really? They gave it lightweight? Oh, Rex isn't... It's supposed to be an ambush hunter, I think. But it's never really been able to do that because of how loud it is and how big it is. But you can still pull it off. But actually, let's check out lightweight. I want to see how it feels with the turning. Let's see turning. Oh my, that's horrible. Turning in place. Okay, that's... I don't think turning in place is affected. It's just the walking turn that's wider now. Turns like a truck. Okay, so you kind of have to turn in place. I'm glad turn in place still works fine. Okay, 10% speed boost to a thing this big is actually a pretty big deal. Considering how much, right, what was the penalty again? 10%, only 10% in armor. If you're trying to hunt things that are fast, like mid-tiers, this build will work, especially if you're running speed Rex. Now you could be a proper like burst of speed ambush hunter. You only need to run a straight line, bone break it, and then just finish it off. You don't really need to turn. But if you're gonna be fighting apexes, since those fights will be longer, you don't want to run this build. From what I can see, I'm really glad they did that. But yeah, the tick scales being gone, I think makes sense because Rex is already pretty strong without the tick scales. Yeah, tick scales gave it 30% increase in armor, so 30% defense. That build is meant to take down apexes, but now you're gonna have to rely on mobility to take down apexes since you don't really have anything to counter brute forcing your way against another apex like an EO. Okay, resilient scales, that's nice. That's a nice option too. I think it's a great change with Spino keeping its tick scales and Rex losing it, because Spino has always been kind of being a pushover against a Rex. Although it's possible to take down a Rex, of course, with a Spino, it's pretty hard to do if the Rex you're fighting as a Spino is a balanced Rex with, 30% more armor. It's just gonna face tank you and bone break you. And considering how big you are as a Spino, it's very easy to bone break and just face tank you. Okay, so it'll favor double defense Spino builds, which is already popular, so I'm glad they did that. So this will be a more damage focused tyrant. It still has good defense, still got a good chunk of HP, but against other apexes it's kinda lowered down a bit on the apex ladder. Let's see Barsboldia if they change anything to this guy. Oh, senses. They gave it senses. Front limb. Oh. I try not to speculate too much, but I'm betting this is gonna be like a stomp ability for front limb. Okay, it's still the same, I think. Okay, legs. Back limb. Interesting. 2 tail slots still, and 2 voice slots. Really? Okay, so it's just new slots for Barsboldia. Nothing really changed in terms of skill. Can't wait to see what they come up with this guy. Let's go with EO. Anything? Test buff. Huh. Curious. Nothing really changed except for that test buff thing. Oh, let's take a look at Thalassodromius. Character. Head. Senses. Front limbs. Gripping claws. Turn 20% faster when on the ground. Okay, that's new. Hide. Streamline. Legs. Ooh. And voice. Oh. You know what? That turning is actually pretty good. It's to make Thalassodromius more competitive on the ground when it's hunting, I guess. Although I'm not sure what they plan to do with Thal. Because right now, Thal still struggles with anything that's not 1 slot. It still struggles against any juvie dino. So yeah, I think they made it more land-based with this ability. It doesn't have any penalty, so it's good to have. Will be interesting what they do with Thal. It's still, right now in the live branch, it's a spectator with risks. You're basically just a spectator when you're playing Thal. Let's check out Kaiwhekea. Kaiwhekea, the sad fish boy. Bite nothing. Senses. Same height. Okay, streamline. Okay, so the streamline also doesn't have penalty now. So this will be the default hide. Legs. Okay, there we go. Strong flippers. Skydiver. Reduces fall damage. Beachcomber. That's the same. Back limb. Oh, okay. This is interesting. So they now force you to choose between lunge or barrel roll. In live branch, you could use these two. If I were to pick, I'd rather have my mobility ability, the lunge. It's so cheap and easy to use. It's free mobility with how fast Kaiwhekea regains stamina. Allo, let's go Allo. The head bite. Front limb, claw attack, causes bleed. Nothing here. Hide. Oh, resilient scales. Thick scales. 25% armor with no penalty to movement. Okay, that's a buff. And lightweight. Likes traction. Oh, this is a buff to Allo because Allo's turn rate is pretty trash currently. Balance. Oh wait, the balance, they changed the balance. It doesn't increase your speed now, from what I remember, right? And tail attack. And then voice. Okay, that's a direct buff to Allo. Let's see how good it turns now. Oh my, that's a really good turn. Wow, wow, wow. I love that. Look at that. This is definitely a buff to Allo. On the life branch, Allo's main weakness is its turn. But with this, yeah, good luck trying to ride that. But still, the stamina is still pretty garbo. But with the increased turning, it's more mobile. Kind of reminds me of Meg. It doesn't have good stamina, but it's got great agility. Yeah. And then let's go check out the Spito. We have heavy bite, strong but delayed bite. Okay, bone snap. Lose 15% run speed. Okay, that's free armor as well. They're giving these mid-tiers free armor. Resilient scales. Traction too. And balanced. I want to see bone snap. Let's see what's up with this build. Am I slower now? Wait. What did it say? Ah, run speed, not walk speed. You know what? 15%? It's not that bad. You know, with Rex being able to run for a burst of speed and then bone break, currently Dasp is able to do that, but with more liberty because it's got so much stamina. It could just keep running around and bone breaking you. But with the 15% penalty now with the bone break, you kind of have to either you bone break it now with an ambush or you might not be able to catch it later. I think that's what they went with this change. Okay. So that, did it consume stamina? No, it did not. And it puts everything on cooldown. Ooh, with the traction and the balanced tail, the turn rate is pretty good. You won't be able to ride this guy with that speed, trot speed, and turn rate. This is gonna punish Megs in particular because Megs rely on things that can't turn well. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, so they removed the quick bone break. Interesting. Let's check out Cera. Head charge bite. Aha. Oh, no more bone break for Cera. Rip. Okay, lightweight. Oh, interesting. It only increases speed for free. And it's got free armor too. This is free speed, free armor, and free increase bleed and venom. Interesting. This looks like it's gonna screw over a lot of small tiers, since those rely on bigger things to not be able to turn well, but with these abilities. Yeah. Oh, speaking of small things. And here we go. Head, it's a bite. Senses, our first sense ability, Moonlight Hunter. Increase damage, increase movement speed during night. Scavenger, nothing new. Okay, Night Stalker, right. 50% increase bleed and venom heal. Legs, nothing. Tail fan, still the same. Night Terror. Stamina recovery and damage for 1 minute. So how much is that? 15% plus 15%, 30%. So that's a 30% increase to damage at night? Wait, does it include bleed? No. I don't believe it includes bleed. I think what they should do is like have an icon that says that your passive Moonlight Hunter is active. I don't know why I even bothered to equip it. I don't have anything to test the damage on, but wait, why can't I use the ability? Is it because it's... Oh. What? It's not active? It is not, right? I don't know what's up with that. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's a minute. So with that, you'd have 30% more damage. Wait. What's up with that falling sound? They're using the big footstep sound from the bigger playables. Why? Listen. So that's 150% increase to your damage. Just the 15% from this. So you do about 2.5. So you 2.5 times the default damage of Laten would be your new damage. Interesting. I'd love if it boosted the bleed instead, because Laten relies on bleed more than raw damage. Since raw damage on a small tier is pretty much nothing against anything that has a larger combat weight. But yeah, okay, we'll see. I love that they're doing more environmental based buffs. Oh, I think the Hadros got swim abilities. Oh, I already have one. Iggy. I believe they've got swimming abilities now. Character, right? Head, nothing. Oh wait, they removed the bite? Front limb, stab. I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing, but this looks like they're doing directional attacks with the front limbs. I'm just betting on that. Nothing new here. Wait, okay. No more thick scales. No, I'm mistaken. So it's still free armor. And no more speed penalty. That's great. Double defense Iggy used to be good. It's still decently good, but against any Apex now with Rexus around, they kind of just went extinct. But with this, increase armor by 95% for free. That's great. Ooh, increase turning speed by 100%. I don't know how to feel about that because Iggy doesn't have good stamina in the first place. So yeah, not sure why you want to run that. Web feet, okay, there we go. Charge and paddle. Okay. Hadros actually swim pretty good for their they swim pretty well. Actually, let's try it. I'm gonna find a body of water. Web feet. Paddle. Every tail attack causes knockback now. You know what? Let's go with lightweight. I'm gonna see how fast it can go at full speed in the water. Iggy is like a boat. Look at it go. Look at that. I think it's the same for Lambio. Lambio got water abilities like Iggy too. Ooh, it's actually pretty fast. Okay, so I'm guessing we're gonna be seeing more Iggys near the water now. With that, which is great for Sarcos, since they could use the water to escape. Well, for a bit anyway, because eventually they'd run out of stamina. What else? Oh, Anno. Senses. Oh, it's missing the bite. Front limb. Really? Front limb? Okay. Hide. Armor plates. No, it's the same. Resilience the same too. Okay, same here. 15 seconds. 5 seconds for this. Able to move. Okay, nothing new here. Birdie still the same. Okay, so it lost the front ability. In place, it's gotten like front limb and senses. So we'll have to see. Too early to tell. I know a lot of people have been bummed that bite is gone because bite is the only active ability it can use when it's trying to chase things down. But then again, Anno shouldn't be chasing things down. So, yeah. Metri. What? Oh right, this is the new thing. You have to merge the dinos now if you have more than one. Because what they're doing is that in the home games you should be able to change your subspecies as you like. So you don't have to have like 3 of everything. You can just have one, then just switch between subspecies when you like. Look at that. Viper Strike. Is it? That is definitely faster than most bite attacks. Duck. Anything new? Bite? Senses? Front limb? Nothing. Hide? Nothing. Okay, web feet. And burly. Burly. Why would you need burly? I think this is for when it's going up against Rex. I'm just guessing. Because it counters bone break a bit. And allows you to regen stamina to escape something like a Rex. But yeah, okay. Web feet, that's a bonus. And paddle. Voice. Let's see how fast a fully aquatic duck build is. Decrease defense, streamline, web feet. Okay, and paddle. But normally you'd want to have the tail attack for duck, since it kind of relies on that, since they've nerfed the kit for duck a bit ago. Oh my, what is this? What's up with that? Duck is meant to be the counter to Sarco, the devs have said, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you could pull that off with the speed. Since you're turning great in the water, you're not gonna need your tail attack anyway. Since you could just, swim and then turn around quickly, or even just turn in place. Even the turn in place for this guy with this build, it's pretty good. That's interesting. So it'll be able to keep up with Sarco now in the water. If you look at this mobility, although it kind of looks janky for a dino this size, kind of looks weird with it moving this fast in the water. But yeah, gameplay wise, matchup wise, you'd be able to square up with Sarcos in the water with this, and they won't be able to catch you. Okay, so it's Laten that's gotten the most abilities this version of the PTB. Pretty happy with what they did with Laten. If this is any indication of what the other dinos might look like, then there's a lot to look forward to. Anyway, let me know what you think about these ability changes. That's it for now. I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.